Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm Dina and today we are continuing with the next 9 booster packs of our Fates Collide Pokemon X and Y booster box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And this booster box was made possible by my awesome Patreon patron July. And in case you missed the first part of this opening series, thanks to my other Patreon patrons, we will be getting a binaural microphone as well as regular microphone recorder, so we can start recording some of this to where you can hear it in both ears instead of my regular microphone, which if you've seen any of my vlogs is kind of on its last legs. So luckily, the time when I have enough of my own money from the channel as well as Patreon and some of my own money to upgrade the audio setup, luckily just in time for this microphone to just hang in there. Anyway, we will be starting off this pack with a Bronzor. Now that we've been doubling up, I will be going through these a little bit quicker, so if you like a slower paced card opening, maybe go and watch the first part. Followed by Deerling, Carbink. Though this is a 124 plus card set, we have been doubling up quite a bit. Fennekin, this is a different art than the Fennekin that we got last time. Here he's joined with a Chikorita. This Fennekin has 60 HP and an attack here called Will-O-Wisp for 10, as well as Tail Whip. Flip a coin. If heads, the defending Pokemon can't attack during your opponent's next turn. As it walks, it munches on a twig in place of a snack. It intimidates opponents by puffing hot air out of its ears. So we've been getting a lot where it's like the same blurbs, but often different art and different attacks, but the same Pokemon essentially. Seal is next up. As I was sorting through what we got in the first part of this, noticed that there are only 2 water Pokemon that we got the whole time, Seal and Omanite. Well, an Omastar, but he was separated out into the rare pile. Ooh, we've got our first break card. Break card. It's so shiny, my camera can barely handle it and focus. So we have a Bronzong Break, our first break card. Steel type with 130 HP. Break evolution rule. Bronzong Break retains the attacks, abilities, weakness, resistance, and retreat cost of its previous evolution. Middle Rain here. Discard as many steel energy attached to this Pokemon as you like. For each energy card discarded in this way, choose one of your opponent's Pokemon and do 30 damage to it. Don't apply weakness and resistance. You may choose the same Pokemon more than once. This is number 62 out of 124. Awesome, I'm glad we got a break card. I was wondering when we would get one. And our rare in this pack is a Barbaracle. It's so weird how he has like eyes on his hands essentially. This Barbaracle is a non-holo rare with 100 HP. And interestingly, number 23 out of 124. It's a collective Pokemon with an ability called Hand Block. If you have a Stadium card in play, your opponent can't attach any special energy cards from his or her hand to his or her Pokemon. You've also got Claw Slash for 70. Barbaracle's legs and hands have minds of their own, and they will move independently, but they usually follow the head's orders. Next we have a Braixen. And a special energy. It's a double colorless. Always useful. And a fighting type Wormadam. Cool how they have different types. And here is the code card. Let me know if you get anything good, by the way, from these code cards. I'm always curious. They seem to get taken pretty quickly when I upload the video, but nobody ever tells me what they get from the packs. Ooh. I'm just curious. Alright. Well, we've gotten our first break. Wonder if we can get the Lugia break that's on the cover. Oh. I've not been opening these packs very cleanly, by the way. Alrighty. Starting off this pack, we've got Diglett. Checking out a crystal. And Snivy looking all sly. Coughing, coughing. The poison gas Pokemon. And one of the two Larvitar artworks that we've seen. As well as Vullaby. Reverse Holo Cleaning Minccino, the Chinchilla Pokemon. A common, but I do enjoy the normal type Reverse Holo. Rare in this pack is Kabutops, non-holo rare. I was wondering when we might get a Kabutops. This is 150 HP fighting type Kabutops, a shellfish Pokemon with an attack called Cling. 50 damage. Heal from this Pokemon the same amount of damage you did to your opponent's active Pokemon. We also have X-Scissor, 80 damage. Flip a coin. If heads, this attack does 60 more damage. A slim and fast swimmer. It slices its prey with its sharp sickles and drinks the body fluids. Ooh, grody. Yeah, gross. We also got an Omanyte. Oh, and a Kabuto. Wonder when we'd get him as well. This Kabuto has only one attack. Mud Shot for 30 damage, though it has 80 HP, which is cool. I suppose because it's a restored Pokemon, because you need the Dome Fossil. This Pokemon was regenerated from a fossil of an ancient creature. It protects itself with a hard shell. Pokemon Fan Club. Search your deck for up to 2 basic Pokemon, reveal them and put them into your hand. Shuffle your deck afterward. Code card. Alrighty. So there were a lot of ancient style Pokemon in there. The Kabutops and Kabuto and Omanyte. Certainly do seem to be a lot of non-holo rares in this set. I wonder if that's to counteract the break cards. We'll be starting off this pack with a Snubbull, hiding under the table after breaking a vase, it looks like. And a Binacle, fighting over seaweed, I guess. Oh, they look so grumpy. This Binacle has 60 HP. It's a two-handed Pokemon with an attack Swing Around for 10+. Flip 2 coins. This attack does 20 more damage for each heads. They stretch and then contract, yanking their rocks along with them in bold hops. They eat seaweed that washes up on the shoreline. and Meowth. Cat scratch Pokemon, or scratch cat Pokemon, rather. Jigglypuff and friends. We also have a Riolu. And a reverse holo uncommon Dome Fossil Kabuto. Shiny, 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 shiny. Our rare in this pack is a Grumpig with some Exploud in the background. And everybody is holding up spoons? Okay. This Grumpig has 100 HP. A Manipulate Pokemon, it says. Put a basic Pokemon from your opponent's discard pile. Oh, head walking. Put a basic Pokemon from your opponent's discard pile onto his or her bench. Then put 3 damage counters on that Pokemon. We've also got to knock back for 50 damage. Your opponent switches his or her active Pokemon. We also have knockback for 50. Your opponent switches his or her active Pokemon with one of his or her benched Pokemon. It uses black pearls to amplify its psychic power. It does an odd dance to gain control over foes. Number 32 out of 124. Non-holo rare. Weezing is next. We've actually not gotten the Weezing yet. 110 HP. Not bad, not bad. Balloon Bomb is the first attack. Flip 2 coins. For each heads, discard 2 cards from the top of your opponent's deck. Thick Liquid here does 80 damage. Both active Pokemon are now confused and poisoned. Very rarely, a sudden mutation can result in 2 small coughing twins becoming conjoined as a Weezing. With like a little third one there, kind of. Fairy Garden is our next trainer stadium card. Oh, and a Whimsicott, which may make use of that Fairy Garden. Alrighty. We went through that one fairly quickly. We still are seeing some new Pokemon we haven't gotten before. But I feel like we're slowly getting our way through this set list. Come on, Mega Alakazam. I would like a Mega Alakazam. Okie dokie. Bronzor is first up this time. Then comes Deerling, Carbink, Fennekin and Chikorita, Seal. Wonder if there's Dugong in this set. Our reverse holo is Spoink, with the creepy psychic type eyes there. Our rare in this pack. Ooh, Superior. I feel like I have Superior from quite a few sets now. We have not gotten a Servine yet. This Superior has 140 HP. It looks very regal, doesn't it? Oh, actually, I say that and then it's called a regal Pokemon just there. That's funny. So his attack here, Coil, does 40 damage. During your next turn, this Pokemon's attacks do 60 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon before applying weakness and resistance. We've also got Slashing Strike for 80. This Pokemon can't use Slashing Strike during your next turn. Interesting though that both only require 1 energy. can stop its opponent's movements with just a glare. It takes in solar energy and boosts it internally. Number 7 of 124. Next we have Cinccino with an artwork that we have not seen before. Looks very tough compared to the Cinccino we got last time. Cinccino, 90 HP. And destroying a rock here. Sweeping Cure here. Heal 90 damage from one of your benched Pokemon, as well as knock away 30 plus. Flip a coin. If heads, this attack does 30 more damage. Ooh, Old Amber Aerodactyl. Ooh, I hope we get an Aerodactyl now. Look at the bottom 7 cards of your deck. You may reveal an Aerodactyl you find there and put it onto your bench. Shuffle the other cards back into your deck. So same rules as the other restorative Pokemon, the ancient ones. Ooh, interesting. Another stadium card here. This is called Scorched Earth. Once during each player's turn, that player may discard a fire or fighting energy card from his or her hand. If that player does so, he or she draws 2 cards. Okay. Five more booster packs to go in this episode, if you can call it an episode. Delphox Break next up. Ooh, I see something shiny. This pack starts off with a Whismur, followed by Minccino, a Gothita. We haven't seen any of the Gothita evolutions in this set yet. I wonder if they're in here. Solosis with a Shelter. Snivy. Reverse Hollow Common Vullaby. And our rare, which is more than just a rare, it is a Mega Alakazam EX. Whoa! Look at him. Alright. That's so cool. Alright, good. We've definitely gotten the title character now. I feel like that's at least what I wanted out of this booster box, if anything, right? Gotta go for the title character if possible. He's got an attack here. Zen Force. Zen Force. 210 HP. Zen Force 10 plus. This attack does 30 more damage for each damage counter on your opponent's active Pokemon. And he is number 26 out of 124. Check out the spoon. And he's even got like a bunch of spoons surrounding him. I like how the jewel is hollow. Can you see it? Awesome. So, I'm sure there's like a full art version as well of him, but glad to at least get Mega Alakazam EX. Definitely one of the ones that I was looking forward to, considering he's like right on the cover. Continuing on with Kangaskhan. Another Cincino. This is the cutie Cincino. Ooh, and a creepy Team Rocket's handiwork. Can you see that artwork? Look how creepy they are. Supporter card. Flip 2 coins. For each heads, discard 2 cards from the top of your opponent's deck. There we go. Alright, well, that was a pretty good pack, wouldn't you say? And we've still 4 more to go. Well, 4 more plus 18. Though I do feel like getting a bit spoiled by the pure volume of booster boxes, you know? So many packs to open. Though, compared to like Elite Trainer box and stuff, it's a bit more economical to buy in a booster box format. Oh, this is not clean at all. Oh, I'm making a mess of this. Alrighty. Snubble will start off this pack for us, followed by Binacle, or Binacle, fighting over that seaweed. Meowth. Jigglypuff and Buddies. A Riolu. Reverse Holo Rare Lugia! Whoa! Awesome! So we have the regular Rare Lugia, and now the Reverse Holo Rare? That's even cooler. This artwork is just so intense, isn't it? Made even cooler by the holo all around it. That's awesome. Alright. So, reverse holo rare in this pack, and our actual rare is a white Kyurem holo. What? Legendary reverse holo rare and a holo rare? Whoa, let's look at him. Check out the detail. Looks pretty epic, doesn't it? This white Kyurem has 130 HP. This Kyurem has 130 HP. It's called a Boundary Pokemon with Burning Icicles for 40 damage. If this Pokemon has any fire energy attached to it, this attack does 20 damage to 2 of your opponent's benched Pokemon. Don't apply weakness and resistance for benched Pokemon. As well as Blizzard Burn, 130 damage, though this Pokemon can't attack during your next turn. It generates a powerful, freezing energy inside itself, but its body became frozen when the energy leaked out. Number 21 out of 124. Oh, and here we have the third version of Wormadam, Leaf type. Solar Ray does 20 damage, heal 20 damage from each of your Pokemon, and Leaf Cutter 60 plus. Flip a coin, if heads, this attack does 30 more damage. When Burmy evolved, its cloak became part of this Pokemon's body. The cloak is never shed. Cool, so we've got all 3 versions of Wormadam from the 3 Burmies there. Ah, nice, and a Servine. So we have his whole evolutionary line now. 70 HP. Serpentine Strangle ability. When you play this Pokemon from your hand, to evolve one of your Pokemon, you may flip a coin. If heads, your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed. And a simple Vine Whip for 20 damage. When it gets dirty, its leaves can't be used in photosynthesis, so it always keeps itself clean. Shauna is our last card in this pack. Shuffle your hand into your deck, then draw 5 cards. Her hair is very interesting and gravity-defying, isn't it? Well, that was quite the pack, wasn't it? Reverse Holo Rare Legendary and Holo Rare Legendary. Cool. 3 more packs. So there was a white QRM. Wonder what other legendary dragons are in this set. Oh. This pack starts with a coughing, followed by cottony. There's a larvitar, Vullaby, Fennekin, reverse holo cottony. Our rare in this pack is Reuniclus. I'm not the best at pronouncing that. It is a multiplying Pokemon. 90 HP with Link Fusion for 10+. If Solace is on your bench, this attack does 30 more damage. If Duosion is on your bench, this attack does 60 more damage. If Reuniclus is on your bench, this attack does 90 more damage. Wow. When Reuniclus shake hands, a network forms between their brains, increasing their psychic power. Oops, and that is 35 out of 124. Leaf Wormadam is next. Followed by Scorched Earth and Duosion. Oh. And then the code card. So, yep, still getting cards we've not gotten so far. Not as many as before, but slowly starting to finish up the set. I know it's pretty impossible to totally complete a set from a booster box, but I definitely feel like we get close with the commons and uncommons and some of the rares. Alrighty. A Scared Little Whismer will start this pack. Minchino is next. Gothita. Still haven't seen any of its evolutions. Maybe it doesn't have any in here. Solosis. Snivy. Reverse Holo Uncommon Wigglytuff. No, looks kind of cute, huh? And our rare in this pack, Mothim. Ooh, nice. This Mothim evolves from Burmy. 90 HP. And here the ability says, Wormadam first. As often as you like during your turn, before your attack, you may move 1 damage counter from one of your Wormadam to another of your Pokemon. It's interesting, by the way, that Mothim evolves from Burmy, but also Wormadam evolves from Burmy. Gust here is the only actual attack, does 60 damage. It flutters around at night and steals honey from the comb beehive. Number 4 of 124, non-hollow rare. Ooh, and we needed a Loudred. This Loudred has 90 HP and is in what looks like a karaoke bar or a city? I'm not quite sure. Loudred is a big voice Pokemon with Smash Kick for 10 and Stomp for 40 plus. Flip a coin. If heads, this attack does 40 more damage. The shock waves from its cries can tip over trucks. It stamps its feet to power up. Uncommon. Ooh, we do get a Dugong. Very majestic looking. This Dugong has a whopping 120 HP. It's a sea lion Pokemon. Ooh, and it's my height, 5'7". Freezing Breath here for 20. Flip a coin. If heads, your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed. If tails, your opponent's active Pokemon is now asleep. And Aurora Beam for 100. Its streamlined body has little dragon water. The colder the temperature, the friskier it gets. Finally we have a Pupitar. 80 HP. It's a hard shell Pokemon. Thrash is its attack. Flip a coin. If heads, its attack does 20 more damage. If tails, this Pokemon does 20 damage to itself. Its shell is as hard as sheetrock, and it is also very strong. Its thrashing can topple a mountain. Ooh. Code card. So we definitely got some Pokemon we hadn't seen before in that pack. And now, for our last pack in this video. I'm hoping for a break card personally. Though, wouldn't mind a Mega Altaria. Wouldn't really mind any of the more rare cards, to be honest. Here we go. Carbink is our starting card in this pack. Followed by one of the Larvitar. And a Diglett with some little Zubat in the background. The Minccino that likes to clean spoons. And a Spoink who stole a Clamperl's pearl. With a reverse hollow common Seal. And our rare in this final pack is... Ooh, Marowak. I haven't even seen a Cubone so far. This Marowak is a non-hollow rare, 100 HP, and it's a Bone Keeper Pokemon. Ability here is Bodyguard. Prevent all effects of attacks done to you or your hand by your opponent's Pokemon. Remove any existing effects. Boomerang is the attack for 60 times. Flip 2 coins. This attack does 60 damage times the number of heads. The bone it holds is its key weapon. It throws the bone skillfully, like a boomerang, to KO targets. Number 37 out of 124. So certainly a lot of regular rares in this set. Power Memory, interesting. We've not gotten this so far. Item card, Pokemon Tool. So the Zygarde EX this card is attached to can also use the attack on this card. You still need the necessary energy to use this attack. So Cell Burn, all cells burn for 200. Discard 3 energy attached to this Pokemon. So it's an item card. but I guess you have to attach to Zygarde? Can you play it by itself? Huh, I'll have to look up more details about that. Hawlucha is next. And an energy pouch. Haven't seen that one before. If the Pokemon this card is attached to is knocked out by damage from an opponent's attack, put all basic energy attached to that Pokemon into your hand. Cool. Useful. Alrighty. So ends our first half of the booster box, but don't worry, there's more where that came from. Let's review our rares before we get into the card sorting. Regular rare, Marowak. Reverse Seal. Regular rare, Mothim. Reverse Wigglytuff. Reverse Cottony. Holo rare, White Kyurem. Reverse Holo rare, Lugia. Mega Alakazam EX. So cool, Zen Force. Reverse Vullaby. Regular rare, Serperior. Reverse Splink. Regular rare, Grumpig. Dome Fossil Kabuto reverse. Regular rare, Kabutops. Reverse Minccino. Regular rare, Barbaracle. And a Bronzong break, our first break of this set. Well, alrighty. Like the usual ending to these videos, I will be sorting the cards that we got by type, so we can add them into my collection in a more organized manner later, when sorted alphabetically. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the second half for parts 2 and 3 of this booster box opening. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in parts 2 and 3 of this booster box opening. Bye!